So, have you ever thought of settling down again?
Well, settling down. As of now, I would say no, because I have two views on settling down. The first one is that, I would rather get a husband for myself. Will I get a father for my daughter? That's the biggest question, which is often unanswered. And for me, as a husband, yeah, I'll have multiples, because people, it's fine with them. But then for a daughter to have a father, and not only that, the father adapting to the daughter and the daughter adapting to the father, that's a difficult situation. And she's not a very young kid, a feeding bottle baby, and not like that. She understands, as I said, she's a very mature child, and it will take a lot of effort, on both ends to work on that. And so that would be something very difficult. And let's see, I don't know whether it would happen, it wouldn't happen, or as of now, I'm not thinking of settling down. And secondly, if you talk about settling down as a marriage, I'm happy with my singlehood. I'm rather enjoying my life as a single mother, because I'm not answerable to anybody. At the end of the day, you go back home and you say, I've gone there, I've been there, all that stuff. So it's fine. I am enjoying my singlehood, single mother uh, tag rather. Yeah. Because, at the end of the day, you get to play the role of father and a mother. All right. And you're given both though you need to give both the efforts. But yes, father, mother, both the roles played is fine. So when I say, I am enjoying my singlehood, being single and not answerable to anybody, I'm rather enjoying this phase of my life. And I really don't have words to express how happy I am at this point of time. And yeah, I'm happy being single. And so everybody's marriage is at stake right now. So why get married and again get into something? So you enjoy your life. That's all.
Okay. So, like, what are the challenges you face as a single mother?
So, a single mother, first and foremost, is the financial constraint. I'm not flourishing so much in finances, so there is a constraint in that portion. Other than that, at times you face, there's an emotional barrier. You can't cope up with your daughter's tantrums and all this stuff. So that's an emotional front again. Your feelings, there's a mixed feeling of a lot of things together coming up. Then she's growing up, how adamant she is at times. Um, you can't deal with it. So stubbornness coming all the way, nagging. So these are all the challenges that you face as a single mother. Maybe a father could have, calmed her down to a little extent of that. Because I'm already worked up a little while I reach home. And then again, all this. So on the emotional front, sometimes it's a little difficult. But then, yes, there are always constraints in life, whether you do well or you don't do well. Yeah, these are some of the constraints of being a single mother. But on the other hand, being a single mother, I wouldn't say is so difficult. All right, it's not that difficult because the mother is the one who actually takes up the 90% job of a child. So on that area, I work hard and I try and keep her happy and give her everything that she deserves or she wants. And yes, being a single mother is not very, very challenging. This tag for single mother, you don't have a father. No, 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 no. It doesn't make. I'll tell you, people who are fathers are living outside, abroad and all that stuff, mothers handling. So it's a way in that form also, just you have a father in the name of namesake that you have a father. The father is doing nothing out there, only sending money. So what happens? The financial constraint is removed. But the other constraints as a mother, you are single-handedly taking over. So in that case, I would say that mothers are actually most of the time single because they are the one who single-handedly raises a child. So in that case, it's not a big deal. So I go through it almost every.
Okay. So, I have one question that in today's relationship, actually, today's relationship doesn't last for a long time. It doesn't. Maybe a partner cheated. So, what's your say on like when a person cheat on their partner?
Cheating a partner is see, when someone cheats on another partner, the one who's cheating is basically he or she is showing what upbringing they have, because you and I would not be cheating because our upbringings are not that. We think about loyalty. We want to be loyal in a relationship. I had been loyal in my relationship, and so I did not cheat on him, and I was fortunate enough that he did not cheat on me as well. It was other circumstances that led to a broken marriage. But yes, I have heard of my friends being cheated, and sometimes what they do is they underestimate the other person. They think the other person will not figure it out. It's okay, we can cheat, but ultimately what happens, time and over, you are going to find it out. All right, and female sixth sense is very strong. All right, the female sixth sense is very strong, and in that case what happens, the woman ultimately finds out what the problem is. And that point of time, I guess the men have no answer. On the other hand, when women think, that mankind find it out, you have to understand that when it is found out, it brings about a lot of, bitterness in that relationship. So I guess what's the use in the cheating? You don't want to continue. You say that I don't want to continue. That's all. I mean, it's all right. It's okay. It's okay to, walk out of a relationship than to stay there and, make things worse and, cheat on each other. What's there in cheating? I mean, what do you get after that? What do you want to prove to the world, that you're very good at cheating? I don't know. At the end of the day, when I say you'll get it out, you'll find it out. If you want to find out if the person is your partner is cheating on you or not, you'll have 100 means of finding it out. And I can tell it with conviction, because when I try to find out for my friends and families and people like that, we had numerous ways to find it out. And I'll tell you, God gives you some of the hints at the beginning only, that these are things not working out, and you just need to be alert. All right, but as you say, love is blind, and we are blind at times. Even though we can see, we overlook them. But again, on that stand, we if we are a little bit aware of it, but again, we are humans driven by emotions, and we don't tend to see through them, and that is why we get into it, involved, more involved. And when we get that bang, it's not very late, I would say, but it's quite late at point of time. And so yes, but then ultimately you'll find it out. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, there are some relationships when suddenly a person disappears. It does happen to this. Suddenly he disappears, and
Disappears into where?
like no contact. Suddenly, like this,
Okay,
like
somebody is in contact with you, doesn't keep any contact.
yes, doesn't keep any contact. So, like, what's your say on that?
Well, if someone in contact with you disappears, well, let him disappear. I guess he has the power of vanishing off. On the other hand, if you are in contact with Shah Rukh Khan and he makes a call to you every day and he disappears from your life, then I would find it out. I would rather make all means meet and do whatever it takes to find out where is he and why is he doing so, because that's someone you would like to find out. But on the other hand, if a normal human being XYZ is disappearing, let them disappear. Whoever is appearing, let make connections with them. I would prefer, because we say India is the most populated country now, right? One of the populous country, and there are billions and billions of people who want to be in contact with you. So be in contact with one of them. What's the harm in being in contact with them? And so the one who has disappeared, can disappear. If X has disappeared, there is Y for you. If Y has disappeared, there is Z for you. If Z has disappeared, then you start from A again. So what's the big deal? So I tell you, there are ample options for you. Just need to search it out. That's all.
Believe in karma?
Yes, I do believe in karma. Karma is a bitch, and it's good to watch sometimes the karma that you face, whether it's in your work front, whether it's in your family front, whether it's your friend circle, everywhere you'll face it. If somebody's done wrong to you, sit back, lay back, and watch. Time in, they will come to know what they've done and what they are repaying for. I believe that if I haven't done any wrong to someone, I'm not going to face it, but they are going to face it who has done wrong to me. I remember an instance in school when I was a child. One of my friends, I won't say, is a rather classmate. I just said that, her ball was going. I used to play throw ball. So I said, her ball would be going outside the court. And it happened so. And she abused me and she told me a lot of things. And so my teacher told me, sit down here. You don't have to speak much to that. And he made me write down the scores. And the very next ball, I remember, she got a sprain in her leg, in her neck, and she collapsed. And I just laid back and I said, that moment only you got back what you've given to me. So it's time and again that karma is going to return. I remember in one of my, someone has done wrong to me, and well, I wouldn't disclose much about it. Yes, someone has done wrong to me, over and over again. It's been on a professional front, and harassed me, tried to find fault in my work. And this continued for a long time. Though there was, I tried the best to bring out in me, and I kept on doing my best, and I kept on giving what I could give. And there was no fault from my side, but, that person tried to get, the bad out of me or whatever wrong. Simple, she tried to mix my personal and professional life together and find out problems out of that and, showcase it. Yes, it's been done, but later with time, what happened? She was, removed, and she had power and she was removed, and this continued, and somehow things didn't work out in her favor, and she was in such a horrible position that nobody cared to actually respect her anymore. So it's the karma of that person. So I believe, do good, you'll get back good. The universe is always there to repay you with good things, and if you do bad, you're going to repent. If you have that repentance, or you're going to face it in any ways.
Okay, so there's a saying that everything's happened for a reason.
Yes, it does happen.
So do you think so?
Yes, I believe, absolutely. I believe that, everything happens for a reason. And now I would like to, if I say something, I would sound like a Sadhguru kind of a person. But yes, everything happens for a reason. I always keep myself motivated, keep myself positive, saying that, if certain things didn't happen to you, it was not meant for you. And otherwise, something better is going to come. There are basically three things that I follow if something doesn't happen to you. The first thing is that if it did happen to you, it was not meant for you. It's not for you. Or even if it would happen to you in the long run, it would cause some kind of harm to you. And the third thing is that if it didn't happen to you, something better is coming your way. So it's always, and I have got to see this three things only, that, any one of them is absolutely right for you. So in that case, like I'll tell you an instance when what happened when I left the house of my husband, ex-husband rather, I would say. I have dropped my CV in the current school that I'm working a number of times earlier, and I didn't get a call. But the day I left my husband's house, after 3-4 days, I got a call from the school, and they told me, you've been called for an interview, and I gave, and I got selected. And I was going through a lot of problem. I didn't know how to raise my daughter with that very little amount that I got from the previous job. And I would think about, every day, how can I continue with this? But I was very pure at heart. I did not have bad intentions for anyone. And I said what to do, what not to do, all this. And somehow things worked out and I got this job. I was pretty happy with it. So yes, it worked out. Maybe it didn't take place earlier because if it would have taken place earlier, I would not have got the worth of this job. I wouldn't have worked the hard work that I put in, to keep the job or to do it. And I enjoy working in this area right now. It's a very good posh school. So yeah, and I believe, hard work really pays off in the long run. So yeah, you have to work hard for anything you want.
Do you believe in law of attraction or law of manifestation?
Yes, I do believe in the law of manifestation, and I guess I should manifest, a big house, a good car, a suitcase of money filled with money. Yeah, I do manifest. Manifestation is nothing but being positive about certain things that you're going to get this, you're going to, but just can't manifest and sit back. You have to work very hard on that. You have to be determined. You have to have your goals straight. And in order to do this, I have to do something. Like if you want money, I have to do, to buy lotteries on a regular basis. So that's one of the way I can get on. Or rather, you need to work very hard. You can't just manifest and sit down. But yes, you have to put that effort, and the universe will make the rest of the effort that is required. And I guess, you attract what you want.
What are the spiritual thing you practice?
Right. Spiritual is a form of, being thankful to God. I'm not a very religious person, but on the other hand, I'm a spiritual person, I would say. I believe in God. I'm a God-fearing person. And yes, I just thank him when and where I can. Earlier, I used to have a list of, things, I want this, I want that. And with time, as I grew older, I understood, it's like it will come to you when you need it. So you don't need to rush after it, or you don't need to chase your dreams and everything. I mean, chase your dreams. You don't need to chase certain things in life. It will come to you. You don't have to worry about it. And be happy, be content, be grateful. All right. Thank God whenever you can. We often, when we get something, we forget to thank God. So you need not go to the temple. You need not offer a lot of things. Just be there. Take 2 minutes of silence, that moment of yours, and you just thank God. Thank you for whatever you've given me. Thank you for being with me all the time. So I guess that works out a number of times. It keeps you calm. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you happy. So yes, I guess that's one of the important things that you could do.
Okay. So on that note, we are in the last segment of our podcast, and that is I have introduced, like, that is rapid fire. Okay.
I hope the questions are rapid and I'll be able to put fire into it.
Okay. So if you are not a teacher, then you would be?
If I weren't a teacher, I could be, maybe a sports coach or a event manager. Rather, I would say that.
So if you get a chance at your 20s, so then what are the changes you will have that?
So you're talking about the reversal of the role if I had been in my 80s and 20s right now. So, well, I wouldn't have married, and I would have studied more. I would have made a brighter future. I would have worked harder, earned better, and lived a better life, I guess.
If you get a rich man, and if you get a good looking man, whom will you choose?
I've gone for the richer man, Money matters, I told you, money is sweeter than honey. So yeah, your honey will always be sweet as long as he has money. So I am fine with the rich man. I'm a very humble, modest lady, I'll tell you. So I'll opt for the rich man.
Are you basically a Bollywood kind of girl?
Bollywood child, we are grown up with that Bollywood. And I guess, during the 90s, the Bollywood flourished more because, that time that Hollywood pitch was not more into us. And we grew up hearing Bollywood songs and being filmy and going through theaters and all that. And I sometimes tag myself as Lady Ranveer Singh because I'm filled with that energy. I am that colorful in life, and I'm crazy, I'm mad like that, So yeah, I completely, I'm a Bollywood kid.
And what's your philosophy of life?
Basically, philosophy, I won't say something that you should follow is live your own dreams, live your life the way you want to live on your own terms and conditions. People are here to tell you, but they're not here to guide you. All right. So guidance is completely yours. The wise thoughts that you have, apply them, the wisdom that you have. So in that case, living life and being happy. So, good time. I had a good time at your show. Yes, and I hope this show really do well and you flourish and you gain a lot of popularity with Buzz with Aisha, and you keep around buzzing all the time here and there, and I hope you do really, really well. So wishing you all the best, good luck, and take care. Bye.